All Things Maroon is a student-led news program pre-recorded in the broadcast studio at Eastern Kentucky University. Hello, I'm John Bingham with All Things Maroon. Today we have stories on alpaca yoga, Latinx, the Giles Gallery, and an in-studio interview with Dr. Brian Makinen. At River Hill Ranch, people are given the chance to do yoga alongside alpacas. Reporter Garrett Hamilton joined in on the fun.
Yoga is a great way to stay in shape. It works out your core muscles without being as strenuous as many other exercises. But here at River Hill Ranch, they're combining it with a herd of alpacas. Goat yoga has been a trend in rural areas. However, the owner of River Hill Ranch is changing it up with alpacas.
While goat yoga, I'm sure, is a fun experience, I wanted to offer an alternative with a different kind of livestock because alpacas are curious, but they're standoffish. So they're not going to try and climb up your back when you're in downward facing dog. Our instructor has well over a decade of experience. Kara Thomas. I was looking for somebody that had real experience that could be playful and fun because this is alpaca yoga and nobody should be taking it too seriously. Most of what I do with manual labor, it's a hard strain, especially on your back. A lot of heavy lifting works your lower body and then pulls on your back muscles. So yoga has helped even all of that out.
All classes have concluded this year. However, Alvina is confident and assured that alpaca yoga will be returning next year. These alpacas sure make yoga entertaining. This has been Garrett Hamilton with All Things Maroon.
This past week, the Center of Inclusive Excellence and Global Engagement alongside El Centro hosted their yearly Latinx event. We had reporter Aubrey Kimball on the scene to check it out.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Kimball with All Things Maroon, and welcome to the Latinx Street Fair, where all EKU students are welcome to come and enjoy an educational celebration of different cultures and languages across Latin America.
Latinx Heritage Month is celebrated from September 15th to October 15th every year. Among other events and festivities, the Latinx Street Fair takes place on EKU's campus and is hosted by the Center for Inclusive Excellence and Global Engagement, or CEGE, and the El Centro Tutoring Center.
My name is Daniela Acevedo. I am the Outreach Coordinator at CEGE under Student Affairs. So the Latinx Street Fair has been going on for, I want to say this is the 14th year here at EKU. It started off really small and it's expanded over the growth of not only like the Hispanic community, but also the Spanish department and the Spanish department majors as well. It is like an educational showcase of culture and linguistic abilities and experiences from not just only the Native community and like the Hispanic community, but also all our Spanish majors as well. Essentially what we want for any of our students is to feel like they belong here on campus. And we just want to give them that space.
The street fair is an annual thing that we do. We do it every fall semester around October, the first week of October. We just have a bunch of, different cultures here at EKU come together. Mexican, Puerto Rican, Panamanian. We have some of our students, cook a little bit. They brought some food in, give it to the students here at EKU. And we also have a food truck and different variety of activities and events going on. Definitely educational, but us Latinos, we like to have fun as well.
For more information, check out the Center for Inclusive Excellence and Global Engagement on the first floor of the Powell Building, or check out El Centro in the basement of the library. For All Things Maroon, I'm Aubrey Kimball.
Up next, we have reporter Hope Kearns at the Giles Gallery that showcased art created by Eastern Kentucky University students.
Hi, my name's Hope Kearns, reporting for All Things Maroon here at the Giles Gallery. We're here tonight at the Curiosity exhibit, which is a collaborative event between Muse Collective and the Giles Gallery.
Curiosities will be best explained by our curators. For us, this was a short call, so we had to pull things together pretty quickly due to a problem with a previous exhibit that was slated. I immediately thought of Muse Collective doing something more experimental in our space here at Eastern.
I guess in the capacity that we're here, we're both co-founders of the Muse Collective, which is a collaborative curatorial collective based out of Lexington, but we're branching out and hopefully working, all across Kentucky at some point. In a way, I hope that it inspires people to really understand the breadth of a creative practice, what can be inspiring. You know, it could be a beautiful thing, it could be a piece of trash, it could be lots of things.
Yeah, it's these everyday objects that seem meaningless are somehow elevated to some higher place in their practice.
I'm Hope Kearns, reporting for All Things Maroon.
Our last story today is on the annual Pride in the Plaza, hosted by the Center of Inclusive Excellence and Global Engagement. Reporter Kaylee Bruce reports on this story.
We're here at Powell Plaza for Pride in the Plaza, an annual celebration of LGBTQ+ pride and unity. This event brings together students, staff, and community members to honor the importance of equality and representation. Today, we're shining a light on the community and some of their stories.
I love the togetherness, the joy, the smiles, seeing people being able to come out and just express themselves in their true, authentic self, free of judgment, free of shame, and just be. I'm loving the Express Yourself stage. That was a lot of fun. You get to just go up there and just be crazy, be zany, you know, break the mold a little bit. Don't have to be as reserved, and I love that.
Pride in the Plaza, it's important for really a lot of reasons. I mean, for one, it kind of opens the campus community. You know, shows that campus is diverse and then it's open to diversity. It shows that it's sanctioned by the university. It's also nice just as a queer person to be able to see that on campus, and also it's kind of, you know, a yearly get together. People I haven't seen in forever. You know, we all get together on this one day and can see everything that's going on, catch up. Pride in the Plaza, it's kind of, you know, it's connection. As a queer person on campus, sometimes it's a little like isolating, but seeing everyone here, it's like, I wouldn't have imagined this many people would come, so yeah.
Pride in the Plaza isn't just a celebration. It's a powerful reminder of the progress we've made and the work still ahead. It highlights the need for ongoing efforts to ensure every voice in the LGBTQ+ community is heard. Reporting from Eastern Kentucky University, I'm Kaylee Bruce.
Finally, this week I sat down with Eastern Kentucky University's Chief Campus Operations Officer, Dr. Ryan Makinen, to learn a little more about the ongoing and future construction projects here on Campus Beautiful. Welcome back to All Things Maroon. Today, we are joined with Dr. Brian Makinen, Eastern Kentucky University's Chief Campus Operations Officer. Thank you for joining me today, Dr. Makinen.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
So just to get started here, the question I have is, could you describe your role as Chief Campus Operations Officer?
Yes, absolutely, I'm happy to. Certainly responsible for serving a good number of departments on campus, and we're broken into two essential divisions that are now combined into one. One is facilities management and capital construction, and the other half of our division is public safety.
What type of construction projects are you currently overseeing here around campus?
Our teams serve every project that is occurring on campus, both small and large. So that could be a project that's as small as redoing the flooring or building a studio, for instance, renovating a studio, all the way up to our largest projects currently on the books is the Model Laboratory School, which will be a new construction occurring on our south side of campus that we expect to break ground early next year.
That is so exciting. Is there any anticipated completion date for some of those projects?
Every one of them. Every one. Most of these projects have started years before anyone sees any activity. We have to go through that schematic design phase and design development phase where we're taking a look at what are the needs and the wants and what's the financial outlay and what can we do with the monies available, and then involve individuals like architects and engineers and design professionals to assist us. All that happens long before you see the proverbial or literal shovel hit the ground.
How do those completion dates change when stuff like, let's say, what happened at Clay Hall happened? They had their pipes burst and a big bunch of flooding. How does that impact those completion dates?
To a large extent, that in of itself does not. That becomes a new project of its own. So Clay Hall is actually a new project of its own. It's going to be about a $3.3 million project, give or take, by the time it's all said and done, and it's an opportunity. It's unfortunate that things happen, so for Clay Hall specifically, it's unfortunate that incidents happen, but when they do, it is an exciting time to take a look at that with our housing partners really drive this process. And they are looking at this as an opportunity to say, okay, we're going to have to do some reconstruction of the impacted spaces. how can this reconstruction occur in a meaningful way for those students to make that environment, even if possible, better than it was previous. So no, it's a project in and of itself. That won't impact any of the other projects that are occurring.
Looking into the future a little bit, are there any major construction projects or any big projects in general that you guys are talking about or planning for in the next, let's say, 5 years?
Absolutely. It really is a truly exciting time to be in this role and serve the teams I serve at this institution in the state of Kentucky at this moment in time. And you'll see why here shortly. We have so far 2 tranches of money that have been allocated to all higher ed institutions in Kentucky for what's called deferred maintenance needs. And those tranches of money have helped us modernize elevators. You recognize that here in the Combs building with the new elevators. We've done that around campus and other key facilities. New roofs, new chillers, boilers, cooling towers. Again, things I get terribly excited about, but most people don't. We are finishing up the Ramsey heat plant roof, and the heat plant, of course, is one of those very critical key infrastructure points on campus that everyone relies upon us to have fully operational at a moment's notice. Projects to come, we right now are actively renovating Burnham Hall for our residential students. Keene Hall just finished up. Alumni Coliseum will be finished up in June. We are very, very excited for our academic programs in the College of Justice, Safety, and Military Sciences. We are getting ready to break ground and put a shovel in the ground for a flight school going down at the Central Kentucky Regional Airport, of which we're partners there, and the university is the fixed-based operator of that airport. We are also looking at the Coates building. If you notice, we've had a net around the Coates building for a period of years. Early next year, we should see that project take off, where we're going to refresh the roof and the exterior of the Coates building, new windows, taking care of the brickwork, and a few other touches that will be meaningful to our population. And one project that's going to touch every student will be here within the next couple weeks. We are going to embark on refreshing our emergency call boxes around campus. So that's a strategic investment in student, faculty, staff, and all of our community members and their safety.
So this is the last question I have for you today. What type of considerations go into when you guys decide what projects you are going to take on?
Ultimately, the needs of our students drive every decision that is made for investment in a particular structure, or candidly de-investing in certain structures. You know, over time, as much as we have built and renovated, we have also had some of our legacy stock that's been removed. Just like traditions formed when Combs Hall was built, traditions are now formed with the Turner Gate. And you'll see that time and time again of how those investments do focus on being student-centered, and how students in the future will benefit from the decisions that are made yesterday and today. And at the heart of every decision is the student. What are the students' needs first and foremost above all things?
I am John Bingham, and this has been All Things Maroon. Thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, take care of yourself.